Hello, yeah, another Lucosa video already. Or should I say Commander Lucosa, I suppose, seeing as it is an Elite Dangerous one. This next system that I'm going to is a 40 Upsilon-2 Hydrae, and as you can see, despite it being 23.6 light years away, it is rather bright. So although I haven't actually checked what kind of star is the main star in here, I am expecting it to be a blue-white of some description, but that's not the reason for going there. As we'll discover when we arrive. Again, the pause as we arrive in the fucking system with what looks very much like a another Class O blue-white. It's somewhat small for a Class O, with 22 point something light seconds away from it. So it's still a big bastard thing, but it's small by Class O standards, so it is a Class B. So let's do the old discovery bit. You're having a fucking laugh. 76, and look at it. All but about 3 of them are showing us stars.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, it's going to take a fucking age for the system map to come up, because it's got so many fucking stars and what have you to render. So there is the Class B. All of these, typical. They all look like they're worth. Well, they're worth scanning apart from the moons. But I mean, how many fucking bodies? Anyway, so we have a black hole there. That is almost certainly a neutron star. Yes, it is. And then for good measure we have a Class F there, and then all this fucking lot. For fuck's sake, this is going to take me a fucking age to scan all of this lot. And if I zoom it right out, you still cannot see the whole system. That's a fucking piss take. Now, according to that, the black hole, yeah, is orbiting this star quite closely.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So at least the black hole can be scanned fairly quickly. The rest of it is likely to take a while. Okay, well that's handy. It's only, well, I thought it was only going to be a small rocky body, but 61.5 light seconds away and the scan is already starting. I'll take that. This one isn't going to be quite so quick. Okay, I was not expecting the scan to start at 131 light seconds away. I'm relatively close to that black hole there. Now this system, with its black hole and its neutron star, along with all these other fucking bodies and everything, is likely to be pretty fucking lucrative. Okay, there goes the black hole. So it's certainly going to be worth scanning, but it also means I'll get this scan started, and then I'll bring up the galaxy map. There we go. Right, so let's bring up the galaxy map. It also means that this star, there's the Corsair there. You remember the last, well, not star system anyway, the last system that I showed in the video with the 3 black holes is going to be more or less in a straight line, maybe like, you know, downwards or something. But you can go from here to that other place, no problem. Especially if you're coming back from, say, the Orion Nebula there. Rather than coming straight back into the populated zone, you can come out this way to this system, and then go on to the other system that I did. I've already forgotten the name of it, with the 3 black holes in it, and then you get whoops, what the fuck am I doing? You get a substantial amount extra just from 2 extra systems. And you saw what my systems visit was at the end of the previous video. It hasn't gone up by very much, so you can see quite clearly that it's not really much of a diversion. And from that system with the 3 black holes, I only had to jump 4 systems to get to the next inhabited planet where I could dock. Although it was an independent, so I jumped 1 more, so that then the amount of data I sold helped my reputation with the Federation a bit, so bumped it back up to 88. Notice also that my Alliance reputation has got a healthy bump. It's now at the 75%, which of course is the highest it can get before it starts to be affected by reputation decay. So being at 75 with the Alliance, that's likely to stay that way for a long time. In fact, it's likely to stay that way for good. I'm not fussed about becoming allied with the Alliance. I don't really care much for the Alliance. So yeah, they can just fuck off for all I care. But it's nice to know that I have that rating there just in case. Now, of course, the problem with this system, well, there's numerous problems, but one of the problems is that some of the moons of various bodies looked like they were scanning, but most of them didn't. But it's going to take fucking ages each time to view the system map, because you've seen how long it takes for the map to finally fucking show up. I mean, for fuck's sake. At last. So, let me just check. Okay, so the only moon that's worth scanning if you can really call it a moon. It's a planet orbiting that brown dwarf, but they are that's the only one that's worth doing. The rest I can ignore. So if I see one that has one moon and it's not a gas giant, then it's this one, in which case I can ignore it. If it is a gas giant, it's this one. I'll scan it and then I can ignore the rest. Then I can piss off over to this area, which is probably 44,000 light seconds away, for fuck's sake. But here, okay, so again it's one that that's worth scanning. The rest I can ignore. But yeah, I'm going to be here a while. Right, let's finish scanning. Is that the one I actually meant to do? Must be. Okay, what's next? The brown dwarf. Anyway, this system is clearly going to take me a fucking age to do, so I'll be back when I've done that. And yeah, that's it for now. Okay, well, I've been in this system for what feels like a fucking age. I finally scanned all 20, yes, 20 of the planets that were orbiting stars A and B. I then done the 44,000 light second journey to stars C and D, and this must surely be star D, no, it's star C that I am approaching, because I am 6 light seconds away and still the scan hasn't started and it's still a tiny dot even though I'm 3 light seconds away. So this is definitely the neutron star. So I've got to be careful now getting past it to scan those 3 things that are behind it. There's still a shitload of fucking gas giants and brown dwarfs and various other planets that I still need to scan here. And I have a funny feeling that I've missed out one of the oh, fuck it, yeah, see, I've got to get past it, which is fine. There it goes, the tiny neutron star. It's about the size of a golf ball. But yeah, I have a horrible feeling I've accidentally skipped the one moon that was orbiting a planet that I wanted to scan. The one that was, well, I say a planet, it's a gas giant that's orbiting one of the brown dwarfs. If I have left it out, then fuck it. I'm not going back just to scan one more fucking gas giant. Of course, now I'm on the record of saying that, but I'll bet you I'll end up turning around and doing it again. While this is scanning, let's you know, kill half an hour while we wait for the fucking system map to start up. I've just been told by Commander Ripperjack, you may have noticed earlier on that I've been chatting away with him, that the system map has a known issue. I think, fuck for that, I haven't been to this one yet. I've done these 2, so it's fucking 13 around this one, but I mean up here, 20, for fuck's sake. Anyway, I've been told that it's a known issue that the galaxy map is fucked up and taking an eternity to appear when you select it. But it is taking noticeably longer in this system. Just want to make sure I don't get too close to that neutron star. I think I'm okay. But yeah, it's taking noticeably longer for this system than any other I've been to for fuck knows how long. And I can only put that down to the ridiculous number of bodies in this system. I think I've only been to one system that has more than this. That was a system that had 87. I'll always remember because it's the same number as the most firsts I've had when selling a page of exploration data. And that was actually during my trip to the Crab Nebula. And as soon as it came up 87, I just said fuck it and left. I scanned the main star. I didn't even bother to look at the system map, because I knew if I did and saw it was full of really good stuff, I'd probably still be there now trying to scan the fucking place. So I just said, yeah, bollocks to that, and left it. So it could be worth a fucking fortune for all I know, and for all I care, to be honest. I just can't be doing with staying in the same system for too long. It starts to drive me around the fucking bend, and this place really is starting to drive me around the fucking bend now. I mean, I scanned the two things that I came here for, the black hole and the neutron star, and even though I've got all these other things to scan, and well, it does help my Explorer rank, 17% past Pioneer. I think this trip, even though I didn't go that far, will get me to 18%. I'm wondering if this system alone will do it. But yeah, so because of that I will persevere and do the lot, but I'm reaching the point where I'm ready to say bollocks to it. And what doesn't help is that I've already once been disconnected for no reason at all. It came up with the, unable to connect to the transaction server. But as soon as it came up with that and I went back to the main menu, I could click start again, as always. So it was absolute bollocks. My fuel has now refilled from the main tank for the third time, although I think I was very low when I arrived here, so the first time I guess doesn't count. So okay, it's only done it twice. Good job this ship has a rather large fuel tank. If you were doing exploration in a ship with a fuel tank that's far too small, you may have a reason to regret it. Then again, why the fuck would you be doing exploration in a ship with a pissant little fuel tank? I'm glad that that one can be scanned from a fair distance away. But I've still got that place to go. I'm hoping that that is the one that has the gas giant orbiting it. Now, a lot of these rocky planets around here, which shock horror are turning out to be high metal content planets, I can land on. The trouble is, around here there's probably not a vast amount to see from the surface of a planet. All of the good stuff is well, orbiting A and B, not C and D. So once this one's done, what is left? That one. Thank fuck for that. Now hopefully that is the one that has the, I'm going to have to check the fucking map again. But hopefully that's the one that has the gas giant orbiting it. If it is, then, well, it's not, I haven't planned it, but I'll certainly fucking take it. It is. Nice one. That's even nicer. So we'll just scan that, and then the gas giant, and then that's me done with this place. Thank fuck for that. Now, which one do I want? That one. So this is the last one. Who fucking right? Now I have a video that will be going up soon that's out of order. I don't mean it's out of order because it says stuff that, you know, shouldn't be said. It was done a few days ago. It was done before the last couple of videos I did, and features me and Rusty Dog doing what was really supposed to be a comparison between the Vulture and the Further Lance. Ultimately, we didn't really get a great deal of comparison stuff actually done. We just basically went to a hazardous resource extraction site and fucking blew the fuck out of anything that came near us. But yeah, that will be going up soon. But it's a huge fucking video because basically I recorded everything, and it goes on for a fucking age. Right, so that is 353. That was the Guangzhou. That's where my Python is kept. That's where the Imperial Clipper is, and the Imperial Cutler and Further Lance are both there. So I haven't got a huge distance to cover to get back to the populated zone. Here we go. So the first two independents are here, but I really want... yeah, this'll do. Pendy, 149. In fact... no, that's further away. Oh, fuck it. No, let's go here. Let's just check what the system map is like. Does it have a large station? I prefer those to... no, it fucking doesn't. I prefer larger stations to, you know, stopping at, oh, fucking hell, none of these are, I mean, 13 sextantis. No, that's not the one that needs the permit, is it? Anyway, as I'm trying to say, I prefer to be able to dock at, you know, a large docking station rather than outposts. There is no logical reason for it, it's just personal preference. So if you don't like it, tough. I also don't want to land at a neutral system. I want to land in one that where selling my data will help. There we are, 88.45. Right, we're going to land here. Wherever he is, I don't even know what fucking system this is. Kua Masil. Makes sense. 7 jumps. So anyway, at last, this fucking nightmare of a system is behind me. So, okay, alright, well, I'll do the return trip then. You know the drill, I'll be back when I've docked and we'll see how much this place is worth.